This past weekend, I almost didn't post a video of myself working out at the gym. It wasn't because I didn't love the workout. I did. It was fun, it was sweaty, and it was exactly what I needed. But when I watched it back, those old familiar thoughts started to show up again. The ones where I think I don't look good. Oh, this tank top isn't flattering. Oh my gosh, people are going to judge me if I post this. If you have ever felt that way heading into the holidays, looking at photos or videos or instantly judging yourself, this is what we are diving into today. Welcome to the Biking Wellness Podcast. I'm your host, Stacy Smith, and I lost 50 pounds riding my bike by focusing on what my body can do. Now, I teach other women how to do the same. I am obsessed with completely flipping the script on weight loss so that we can work out to feel good and feel strong. If you are ready to stop dieting, learn how to appreciate your body, and have fun riding your bike, you're in the right place. Let's dive in. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the podcast. And if you're just joining us for the very first time, a super special and warm welcome to you as well. Welcome to the Biking Wellness community. I just know that you are absolutely going to love it here. And oh my goodness, did you pick an episode to drop in on? Because today we're talking about how to be kind to yourself and your body, both during the holiday season and all year long. The thing is that I have been working on my thoughts about my body for so long, pretty much for as long as I can remember. And I still have those moments where I see a video or I am in a room and I just feel bad. And I felt like if this is still going on with me, then chances are it's still going on with you too. And I'm just going to kind of be super honest and super raw with you today. And I really hope that that's okay. Because again, I just had so many thoughts and so many feelings this weekend about my body. And I think that if I kind of walk you through the process, you'll understand a little bit about how and why this still happens to me. And maybe understand a little bit about not just how and why it still happens to you, but also about what to do in those moments where you just find yourself feeling critical about your body, feeling critical about the way that you look, not feeling particularly proud or strong in any given moment. So here's the story. I had this random afternoon where I was going to the gym after work, and sometimes what I do is I will plan the absolute easiest outfit to go to the gym after work. And in this particular instance, I just wore leggings and a tank top and threw a sweater over it, an oversized sweater kind of over the whole thing. And I love this outfit, actually. It is so comfortable and I really like the way that it feels when I look in the mirror. But what I realized when I got to the gym was that when I pulled the sweater off, I did not particularly like the way that my body looked in the mirror or the way that my body ended up looking in the videos that my trainer took for me while I was working out. But here's the thing. The workout itself was so much fun. You know, I wasn't wearing a fancy outfit. I didn't have like anything super cute on. It definitely was not what I would call like influencer special or anything like that. Not that I'm an influencer, but you know what I mean. So I felt, really strong. I felt really happy. And then I saw the video. I almost deleted them. I did not like how the tank top fit. I did not like anything about the way that my body was looking in these videos. I didn't like the fact that I had and could see my roots because I hadn't covered up my gray hair in a long while. And I was just so uncomfortable with those videos and I really didn't like them and I really didn't want to post them. And I just kept picking apart everything that was wrong until I stopped. I took a breath I took a pause, and I realized, this is me. This is just what I look like. This is just a woman going to the gym, working really hard, and having a really good time. And when I started to focus on that, when I caught myself kind of in these negative thoughts where I was beating myself up, I decided, you know what? I don't have to think this way about myself or about my body or about these images. I can choose to focus on something different. I can choose to focus on not what I look like, but what I can see that I'm feeling. I was giggling in these videos. I was having a really good time. And I was doing a bunch of different exercises and getting stronger. And I was lifting weights that were significantly heavier than I had been lifting the year before when I first started strength training. And that's something to be enthusiastic about. And that's something to be proud of. And so I came here today because I really wanted to share this story with you. I wanted to share with you the fact that even though I was self-conscious about myself and my body and those videos, I put them out there into the world anyway, because I realized that women need to see this. They need to see real women working out. They need to see us, other women, just owning who they are and being proud of who they are. And so I want to talk to you kind of a little bit about this in terms of the holidays and the holiday season, because I know that a lot of us have a lot of thoughts when we're going into the holidays. We think that, oh my gosh, I can't lose weight. We think I'm going to have all of these moments where I'm going to be overeating, and I'm worried about going into January and gaining weight and then having to take it all off. And I'm worried that when I go to holiday parties, people are going to be looking at me. They're going to be judging me. I'm worried that I'm going to be uncomfortable in my skin, that I'm going to be uncomfortable in my clothes. And what I want to tell you is that when you're having these thoughts, when you're having these feelings, what people remember about the holidays and what you're going to remember about the holidays has nothing to do with what you or your body look like. People are going to remember that you were there, that you were spending time with them, that you laughed and that you smiled and that you gave them a hug hello or gave them a hug goodbye. They're going to remember that sparkle in your eyes when you told a story, when you were laughing and joking with your family and friends. No one is going to think about what you look like. No one's going to care. No one's going to care about anything other than what it felt like to just be with you. And that joy is going to come through in that experience if someone takes a photo and you're just focused on the moment and having a great time in the moment. If you can shift your focus a little bit from how do I look in this outfit to how does this feel, that's when things really started to change. When I was working out, I wasn't thinking about necessarily what I looked like in the mirror. I was thinking about, this is fun. I'm having a good time. Natalie's making it fun because I don't normally have a good time strength training on my own. I want you to think about those feelings, and I want you to think about those memories. And I want you to think about how important that is and how important the experience is, not what you look like, okay? The next thing that I want to kind of share with you surrounding being kind to yourself through the holidays, through the season, and beyond is to think about and catch those thoughts. Notice the thoughts that you're having and kind of name them and say, and this is exactly what I did when I was looking at those videos and I was going back and forth on whether or not to post them on Instagram. I was like, you know what? Here we go again. You're tearing yourself apart. You're beating yourself up. You are picking on your body. You're sitting here thinking, oh my gosh, who's going to trust me to help them lose weight when I look like this? And then I remembered, oh yeah, legitimately every woman who has ever struggled with their weight and with their weight loss, because I've lost my weight, but I certainly would not call myself skinny. I'm still just a normal woman. I'm still just, carrying around the body that I've had for a really long time that is my body and my body type. And it isn't ever going to be a runway body. And I know that. And it's so helpful to just notice and name what I'm doing so that I can start to normalize it and, just stop it. Here's the thing. Everyone has these moments. We all have these moments where we look at our body and we start to get really critical. And that's okay. But when we think about it, oh, okay, here we go again, I'm not going to let this keep happening. I'm not going to keep beating myself up. I know that it's normal. I know a lot of people do it, but I'm making a choice not to. I am going to redirect my focus to something else. I'm going to ask myself, what am I feeling in this moment? What was I feeling in the moment that video was taken? Am I laughing? Am I connecting with other people? Am I feeling strong? Am I feeling proud? Am I feeling grateful for being with my family and friends over the holidays? I want you to think about that when you are looking back on photos and looking back on videos, and you might not be 100% thrilled with what you see. Anchor back into that moment instead of the image of what you think you're seeing. How did that moment feel? And celebrate what you and your body are doing. Your body is moving. It's hugging. It's cooking and preparing food for your family. It's wrapping gifts. It's showing up. Those are things that are absolutely worth celebrating in those moments. When you shift your focus from looking at the physical aspects of what your body is, and you look instead at what you're doing, what you're thinking, what you're feeling, how you're enjoying the moment, that is something that is really, truly worth celebrating. And when you keep that all in mind, this idea that you're showing up, you're present, you are with your family, you're with your friends, you're alive in the moment, that is really, truly what matters most. So this is my message to you. I am asking you to interrupt those feelings, to notice them, and to realize, yes, we all do this, but we don't have to. It can be a different way. You can redirect your focus. You can actually effectively celebrate what your body is doing. So as you're heading into Thanksgiving, as you're heading into the holiday season, I want you to remember, this isn't an opportunity to think about, okay, what is my body looking like in all of these moments? When someone pulls out their phone and they want to take a selfie with you, when they want to take a picture of the family, remind yourself, I am with my family. I am having fun with my family. I want to be a part of this. I need to be in the photo. I need to be in the video. I need my family to see me as I am, and I need to start thinking about myself as I am. I promise you, when you look back, you are going to be happy that you were a part of the moment. If you hide in the back of the photo, if you run out of the room when the photos are taken, then you don't have that visual representation of the memory of the joy and you being really, truly a part of it. So that's what I want you to take away from this episode. I really want you to think about what it intrinsically means to be kind to yourself and your body during this season, to appreciate your body and everything that it can do. To think about your arms not as those flabby things on the sides of your body, but as those appendages that hug your family and hug your friends. Be a part of this experience and just let yourself focus on something other than what you look like. Let yourself focus on the emotion of this time, on how amazing it feels to be with your friends, to be with your family. So here's something that I want you to kind of think about as you're moving into the holiday season, as we go, we're just 1 week out from Thanksgiving. Can you even believe it? I can't believe it, honestly. You don't have to love every inch of your body. You don't have to love the way that your body looks. You don't have to even love yourself and your body right now if that doesn't feel accessible to you yet. Maybe you're not there yet. Maybe that's something you're working on, and that's okay. But when you notice that you're picking yourself apart, when you notice that you're having these old thoughts creeping in again, just like I did when I was deciding whether or not to post those videos, I want you to think about being kind to yourself and your body, recognizing that your body is carrying you through a season that asks a lot of you. You've got a lot going on, my friend, this holiday season. I know you do. I know you're buying gifts. I know you're going shopping for all of the meals. I know you're baking the cookies. I know you're making the memories. Think about how your body is what carries you from this season or carries you through this season. That's asking quite a lot from you. Embrace that. Be grateful for that. Remember, your joy matters more than what you look like in a photo. Your feelings in that moment are what you really want to focus on, what you want to remember. Your presence matters in those moments way more than whether or not you can see the rolls of your belly through your shirt or your dress, through your clothes. Your presence is so much more important than any of that. And your body, exactly as it is right now, is doing incredible things for you each and every single day. And when you notice that, and when you're thankful for that, and when you really appreciate it, that is when you start to see the results that you want. It's just really there to love you and support you. And I am here to love you and support you too. I am so grateful for this community. I'm so grateful to you for listening. And I would be just so happy if you could feel that, and if you could embrace that, and if you could give yourself just a little bit of the love that I am sending to you right now. This season's hard. We are busy. But when we take a step back and we stop beating ourselves up and we're grateful for everyone who is here with us, if we remember how good it feels to be with our friends and to be with our family, then we kind of look at the busyness of it even in a different way. And we certainly think about ourselves and our bodies in a different way. If this episode speaks to you, please share it with a friend. There might be someone who really needs to hear this message right now. She might not even ride bikes. That's okay. She might not really be thinking about moving her body during the holiday season or being super fit and healthy during the season, but maybe she is just kind of a little bit down sometimes. Maybe you've noticed that she's made some comments about herself or her body, and maybe you want to just send this along and say, hey, I just want you to know that I think there's a better way, that I think there's a different way. And also, if you want extra support during the holiday season, my Lose 6 Pounds in 6 Weeks coaching program is still open. It is a one-to-one coaching program where you will have unlimited access to me via email or text message, whichever one you choose. And it's really the most personal coaching program that I really offer and that I've ever offered. And it's the perfect way to stay consistent and confident through the holidays. I would love to work with you. I would love for you to have me right by your side, have me in your back pocket, if you will. And you can find all of the details for this in the show description. I'll make sure that I link the program. Or you can email me at Stacy, STACY, at Sassy. That's SASCY.com. And I will give you all the details. I'll tell you all about it. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for being here for another episode, for spending this time with me each week. I am so grateful to you, and I really just can't wait to be with you again next week. Talk soon. Thank you so much for joining me for this episode of the Biking Wellness Podcast. Be sure to head on over to sassy.com/guide, SASCY.com/guide, to get my completely free Lose Weight Biking Quick Start Guide so that you can get started with simple, doable weight loss today. That's SASCY.com/guide.